what to do in the morning for a healthy wake-sleep cycle. So the protocol is pretty simple. Within an hour of waking up, get 20 minutes of morning light outdoors. Ideally, you're up before 9 a.m., though this can be difficult for some shift workers. But do not wear sunglasses. You can just survey the scene, look into the lower portion of the sky, and of course, avoid staring at the bright ball of gas known as the sun. So blue light does not travel effectively through windows. So steep your tea, put on a jumper, and get outside. Now, a bright day with more lux might require a smaller time commitment, and an overcast day will require more patience. If natural light is not an option due to your schedule or geographic location, light therapy lamps can be used. Now, these lamps are often dubbed SAD lamps, as they also address seasonal affective disorder that is common in winter in the farther reaches of the northern and southern hemispheres. Now, these lamps provide a measured amount of balanced spectrum light, often around 10,000 lux, and can be used to stimulate a morning light response. Spending 20 minutes, approximately 12 inches away from a SAD light box, will mimic the effect of the sun. Okay, what to do in the evening, or better, really, what not to do in the evening. So it's kind of obvious, but stop looking at screens at least an hour before bedtime. Your sensory neurons in the inferior part of your retina are more sensitive to blue light at night than in the morning. Okay, so turn on blue light filters. Now, almost all computers and tablets now have a nighttime filter. Apple has a Night Shift, which uses geolocation and sunset time data to reduce the amount of blue light that your beloved device emits. So if you can withstand the mockery of your children, I have 3 daughters, I get mocked plenty. There are also blue blocker sunglasses that are pretty cheap that mitigate blue light. Now, if you must binge Succession, then try to have your eye level above the screen such that you're looking down your nose at Logan Roy. Now, you may already do this for moral reasons, but your blue light sensitive neurons evolved in the inferior part of your retina. So while it doesn't eliminate the impact, it's better if the screen is in the inferior field, so below your eye gaze, right? Have amber lights at floor level for mid-evening peepees. I'm 52, often get up in the middle of the night. Just avoid turning on a harsh overhead light, particularly an LED light, when nature calls. Now, while LED lights are much more energy efficient than incandescent bulbs, and that's an important attribute, they also produce much more blue light. So many companies now produce amber LED bulbs, which mitigate some blue light. So in general, avoid overhead lighting at night and go dim and amber. Now, blackout curtains or curtains that block overhead light are also a solid option for your bedroom. I guess while we're at it, here are some other tips for good sleep hygiene. Try to take your last bite of food, ideally 3 hours before you go to bed. Now, you're going to go to sleep this way with your food mostly digested, and this really helps the body maximize its restoration and repair processes like autophagy. So keep it cool. Skylar has banished any heat at night. So turn off the heat, or if you can, set your thermostat between 60 to 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Exercise. Get regular exercise. Obviously, nothing too vigorous close to bedtime, as that's going to peak your cortisol levels, etc. But a good walk after dinner is great and acts as a glucose sink. Meditation will quiet the mind as you move from the bright, busy yang state of the day into the dark, tranquil yin state of the night. Now, you can use the breath as described in many of my videos that can move you into your parasympathetic nervous system. Like a 4-7-8 pattern, for example, in which you count 4 on the inhale, hold for 7, and exhale for 8 will decrease heart rate and decrease respiratory rate and move you into a state where you're ready for sleep. And of course, unfortunately, not too much, if any, wine or beer or tequila.